All right, man. 129.
Pod.
Feeling fine.
Alright, so we're gonna do this one about cities. We're gonna talk about cities.
Yeah.
Alright, so we have been living in cities most of our lives, although there have been a few times where I have lived in not a city, whether I have vacation there or whether I like when I was younger, I lived in Mexico for a couple of years.
And it wasn't in the city?
Nah, it was like it was on the outskirts for the most part, you know what I'm saying?
What is it, girl? You got something to say?
But yeah, what you want to talk about city? Or you want to say?
Well, the first thing that comes to my mind right
Yeah.
now is I find it because so like Mexico City, right? You look at Mexico City, you also look at a lot of ancient cities, ancient Chinese cities, and you look at them from an aerial view, and they look just like microchips or motherboards.
Yeah.
And cities are kind of designed like that.
Yeah.
So I wonder if we're the energy for the city, and they're designed like that for a reason to take our energy.
Well, like the way you just mentioned it, I feel like they're designed that way. Maybe not just take energy, but just like things move through a processor really quick. Everything in cities is always like that. Like the noises, the how everything's crowded. Like it's just it's like you really can't think clearly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that they're almost designed that way. You know what I'm saying? To block your thinking. You know what I'm saying? To
be easily swayed.
Yeah, all the cars going by, all the noise, all the people. Like it's just too much at once. You know what I'm saying? It's everything everywhere all at once. You know what I'm saying? And for the mind, I'm pretty sure that does not good things to people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know, and then people talk about overpopulation, but really it's overcrowding in major cities.
Yeah, because the outskirts are still the outskirts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's still lots of land, plenty of land. So I feel like out of all the cities I've been to, Dallas is still my favorite city, and I don't know if that have because family's here or because there's just always something to do, and it's like kind of famous and shit. I don't know, but Houston's cool.
Ooh.
But it's too hot. I feel like Dallas is just like in the perfect, like, especially during the lockdown and stuff. It wasn't too crazy. I feel like it's where it's at. Unfortunately, a president got killed here, but, shit happens. With your favorite city is probably in Colorado, right?
Well, no, because they're not cities. They're just little towns. That's the thing. Yeah, like I said, we talked about what not being in the city, makes you, you start to realize what the difference is in the city. Like in my opinion, out there on the outskirts, you know what I'm saying, where I was in Colorado and shit, like time moves slower. You know what I'm saying? Over here, you never have enough fucking time. You know what I'm saying? You're always rushing. There's always something to catch up on. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like that's how it's designed.
To drain us.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Over there in Colorado, bro, I was even though we were driving around for hours a day, I would still find myself to be like, damn, man, I feel like I feel like there's still a lot of day left. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I used to have energy.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, once you get back here, yeah, right away you start to feel like, oh, everything's louder, everything moves faster, it's more crowded, and I think that, like I said, that has a lot to do with the vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like I said, in Colorado, you wake up and you go out there and things are quiet. You know what I'm saying? And so you start your day off quiet. You know what I'm saying?
Peaceful.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like the it's not in those towns, not the cities. You know what I'm saying? You go out and you see open spaces. You see a few cars driving by. You know what I'm saying? Like
people are happier.
Yeah. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? And,
they're nicer.
And yeah. Real talk, bro. Like when I went over there, I thought like I was in a whole other planet, bro. Because I would just be going to the Walmart.
Or like going back in time or something.
Yeah, I would just be going to the Walmart and I'd be coming out. People are smiling at you. You know, saying good morning, good afternoon. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, wow.
That's the thing. In the cities, everybody becomes like cynical.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't have. Cities take away humanity. Yeah. Flashing back to the last episode.
Cities are not humane, fam. This is not how. This is why only they said. Like who lives in the cities? The rich and privileged. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say that too.
It wasn't the common man that was designed to be out there. You know what I'm saying? We're not.
The common man in cities become poverty. Poverty, like in all big major cities.
Yeah.
As much as there are rich people, there's gonna be a lot of homeless and poor people. For some reason, I guess because there's business too. so they got people to beg for, beg from. But yeah, cities are usually dangerous. They usually got that.
I mean, that's where all the crimes are at. You know what I'm saying?
Despite what like scary movies might do it in a little town.
Yeah, they might make it sound like that, but that's not really what it is. Most
right.
people in little towns are just focused on focused on their lives. It's in the city where like shit makes you crazy, bro. I mean, literally, shit makes you crazy.
Yeah, you can become crazy. Especially you got cities like L.A. in the 60s and 70s where they were dosing people with acid and messing with their minds, and you got people like
and like I said, cities are almost like experiment places, you know what
I mean?
Like
laboratories
for some of these people who are in control. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's always been where the debauchery is. Like in the let's say the 800, 900 AD, London was like the Vegas of Britain, of that islands. Because and just like New York was like that too. Like there's more. I'm not shaming anybody if they did this job. It was a big job, but there's like more prostitutes. There's more crime. I mean, there's drugs. It's just the city's crazy.
What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up? We're talking about cities, bro.
You still rolling?
All right, bro. Let's continue. Sorry about the interview. They're not gonna know about it. I'm just gonna cut out the shit.
All right. So what was it? Okay. So
Live for life.
so cities.
Oh man.
Y'all looking for my life.
Do you have a favorite city?
Well, I mean the one I live in.
Oh, so Dallas is your favorite city?
Yeah. I mean, it's my home. You know what I'm saying? Everything I'm born and raised, got my game here, all that shit, fam.
Despite the crime in cities and the disparity between the poor and the rich in cities and all that stuff, I would feel I like the crowd. I like being surrounded by people in a way.
Me too. Me too.
Being in a small town, I feel like it's like, ooh.
Yeah, I think it's cool for a little bit because I hate to say it, but I'm probably conditioned by a city a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're used to it.
So I think that as much as I love being out there in Colorado, those towns at the outskirts where the mountains were for about a week, 2 weeks, or whatever, like I don't think I could do it all year round without being like, damn, I'm kind of feel isolated out here. You know what I'm saying? But I think, me at the end of the day, there's some people looking for. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be nice if I was isolated with like more people, basically.
Like everybody that you love.
Yeah, like let's all move to Colorado, a little town, and boom. You know what I'm saying? Start a little community out there.
Like Ed, when you go to Mexico, you usually visit the cities or the towns, like a smaller town. And which one do you like better?
Well, you gotta go through the city to get to the small towns. I
Mm.
mean, the city is just overpopulated, very hot.
Cities are all the crackheads are at, the homeless.
All the
you know,
concrete is that, so it's really hot.
You don't.
That's the bad thing about cities. They take away all the greenery.
You don't see that shit in the town. You don't really see all the crackheads and all.
There might be
that
like
shit.
one village
Homeless dude.
crackhead.
It's a homeless dude, but it's a real homeless
In the
dude.
city, you come to a stoplight and people are hustling for money, chiclets and washing windshields.
We're talking about Mexico right now. Yeah.
Newspapers, Mexico.
Two different worlds, literally. We're talking.
Well, I brought it up. My bad.
Nah,
Asked about towns and
I'm going.
cities
I'm
in
going
Mexico.
off topic. That's what I'm saying.
But sometimes in the little towns too, you'll see like the poor, like the Indian Mexicans, and they're like selling stuff too, like and they're going to little towns. But I guess because they know you have to.
You gotta
go through
respect the
there.
hustle, man.
Yeah.
Every city has everything going. Even Dallas, for the longest, I've loved Dallas because of that motivation that people have. They want to be up there. They want to have that boss level.
Yeah. See, some people
But
say
you got to work for it. A lot of people don't want to work for it and just have shit handed to them.
Some people say Dallas is very like compared to Houston or San Antonio. Dallas is very uppity.
Yeah.
And a lot of people care about clothes and cars, and it's true. Like
Very materialistic.
yeah, Dallas is very materialistic. And
Oh, yeah.
It's interesting because it's like
Any show that had the Desperate Housewives, you're
But it's a
you're
slippery slope
materialistic.
because I'd rather be in this type of city and know kind of how to balance it or have some type of stability there.
that's the special thing about it. It's a blue city in a red state. So
Oh
there's,
man,
like,
let's not get there now.
yeah. But it's an interesting city, bro. Like
Dallas,
people come here from everywhere.
there's Houston. I've never really been to Houston. I've drove through it. Austin it's a nice city.
But now it's probably overcrowded.
But I
That's
think
why a lot
that's
of people
I think
live in
that's
LA.
Texas because come on now, the market value over here is a lot lower than anybody else's. So people from California, New York, they're coming over here buying this whole bunch of
When I went to LA a long time ago, it's not as bad as they say it is now. I've seen pictures of it now, like homeless everywhere, tents everywhere.
Like yeah, because Cali, I would like to go for the weather, but I don't think I could live there.
Nah.
I would like to come back here.
There's not a city there I would like to live. And see, Houston is cool because it's like Dallas, but it's super humid. It's by the ocean. And there's hurricanes and shit. I wouldn't want to live by a fucking ocean. A hurricane maker. I like our location.
Yeah, but have you seen on 30, they've been expanding, like they've been putting like concrete piers on the ocean or on the lake.
Oh, really? They're gonna start covering it up.
They're gonna
I've
heard that they're gonna make a resort, a city resort.
Interesting.
Yeah, see, it's funny that some people will go to the city to like, yeah, let's go. You know, like people want to go to New York. Like, man, like that's not where you want a vacation. That sounds like a stressful ass vacation.
It's all business.
Going to the biggest city in the one.
It's the process of going through it to just enjoy that little bit that you're gonna.
Maybe if you see like the old school New York and you see some like history.
But imagine if someone came to Dallas in the middle of the week and like, oh, I want to go downtown and see the sights. Like, you just gonna see a lot of fucking people walking around and
you see a bunch of traffic lights.
Just the hustle and bustle of the city. You know what I'm saying?
We got like 3 things downtown you can go see, which are more
Trinity Bridge.
What? Yeah, I was thinking the
ball.
Nah, where they shot old boy.
Nah, see, you're morbid.
The museum.
Cause you're morbid, like Romo. You like that.
That's
kind
a morbid, but that's like a big thing. Like, what's what we're known for killing the president.
No, we're not. We're known for the big ball and Trinity Bridge and Dirk Nowitzki.
That's true. And it's so like Dallas Fort Worth.
But do you think people should know that where Kennedy got shot? If you bring up Kennedy, they'll be like, oh yeah, Dallas, or it'd be something like I don't know.
We don't need selling points like that, damn it.
I mean, this is known. But luckily, that's not the only thing we're known for. We're known for having America's team. We're known for the show, Dallas. We're known for more.
Are we really known?
For old people. Not youngsters. Youngsters don't know the show.
Are we still America's team?
For some reason, we are.
I feel like by now it'd be the Patriots, no?
It should be. Damn.
No, you don't think so?
I don't know. No comment on that one.
I mean,
who's won the most Super Bowls in the last decade? Nobody.
Yeah.
I think the name Patriots, they would just be like automatically America's team. And then plus New England is where America started in those 13 colonies. And then New
like
England.
technically, you know. Yeah.
So we had it forever. And it was cool to have it. But Dallas gets respect when you go to small towns in Texas in like Midland or Del Rio, and you tell them you're from Dallas, you get some kind of respect because of that.
But I take Texas over any state. It's my state.
You been to any other states?
No, but I like Texas. I mean, I've been to Florida.
He's faithful. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to try the states out. I know my state's the best.
It's like why go to McDonald's?
I try to fix something if it's not broke.
Yeah, if you're already at a steakhouse. Texas is the steakhouse. Yeah,
Cause you know, like when I was out there in Colorado, like yeah, I guess it was nice to get away and it was nice to be in a place where people took it a lot easier. But also that does have its drawbacks, cause ain't no one in a fucking hurry, so you ain't getting service quick. You go to a restaurant, you better not expect people to be in a hurry.
Right, we're used to that.
Motherfuckers over there got all day, and then you're gonna see it all day, bro. Right. Like we would be considered like extra productive, you know, the way we move, how we're used to doing shit, you know. But yeah, you know, a part of me does at the end of the day say, damn, you know, like I was forged in fire. I kind of gotta go back, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I feel the need to still be there, you know. I still got unfinished business. I still got more work to do over here in the fire in the city, you know what I'm saying? Before I go out there and kick back,
relax,
you know what I'm saying?
Retire. Yeah, that's where it's at.
Well, I don't. Retiring to me means that you want to start working. I never want to start working. When you start working, you start wanting to live. That's why people just die after they retire. You know, because they work their whole lives to not work, but it's like you didn't do anything else but become a worker. So now that you don't have to work, there's nothing going on in your life. So you just sit at home all day bored, and then you die.
Well, I think I guess it's how you retire. I think retiring just means you stop working for the man.
You gotta have a schedule.
You
gotta focus on.
You gotta have a garden.
Your weaknesses and make them into strengths, and
get some
you have time.
Yeah.
hopefully have a balance and everything.
Work for yourself.
And go to different cities and be able to explore, man.
Well, yeah, this is what I hope. Yeah, this is what I hope that we can finally get established. You know, taking this that we got and turning it into some moneymaker. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily ad revenue, because you know what, that's a big dream at this point. You know, to get that, we're talking about out of nowhere, millions of people start looking at our shit. And you know what? It could happen, but the more realistic thing is that our ideas, we can use them to build stuff. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What's that?
This is Darth Vader's lightsaber right here.
Looks like
the one you have.
okay.
I don't know the name.
I lost it already. Nah, I'm playing. It's in my bag. But yeah, you know.
Cities is.
What's the last thing I said?
But we've kind of been forced to like need to live in cities now, in a way, because of that. Like everything's in the city.
That's right.
But like farmers were bought up recently. Like that's a big industry now. It's not easy for a person to be a farmer anymore. It's independent farmers, very hard. And that's because, I don't know, man, they're like empires, big cities. But I mean, that's a love-hate, bittersweet, good, bad. Shout out to cities.
Yeah, you know,
well, we got it made in Dallas.
Yeah.
We're blessed out here.
I think we are.
Things are reasonable. I mean, yeah, the inflation's going up, but
compared to the rest of the country and the world.
But I feel like cities are made to take away your love for Mother Earth, because you know you start being fascinated by architecture. You know, like
man-made
like the Reunion Tower. Ooh, look, I love looking at that. You know, like yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
I would like to go there, but I wouldn't like to live.
Oh, fuck Dubai. I mean, not fuck Dubai, but it's like all desert.
Like people like the Trinity Bridge. You know, like they try to get you to build things so you don't even want to pay attention to nature. Like, what do you mean? Look, the city has everything to see. No,
you know what's even colder than the Trinity Bridge? The actual Trinity River.
There you go.
Probably. You know what I mean? Like that's a thing that's always been there. It's like, I mean, a bridge is cool. We need bridges. But yeah, it takes away from like focus on what we do instead of what God or the earth made.
Ooh.
And I was telling him, like, if you look at the old school Mexican cities from like the Aztecs and the ancient Chinese, they all look like microchips. So it looks like they're taking energy from us, like we're the electricity, and we're going through these streets that look like wires and stuff, and so it's kind of designed to like drain us in a way.
But we also learned from Dune that we might be completely wrong about how things were built. You know what I'm saying? That's theory, but there's nothing set in stone. You know, everything is just theory about how those pyramids and cities used to work.
I think I fuck up the rotation, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, we're used to it.
Yeah.
Oh. Like, what the fuck, man? That shit was on me.
I know, hold on, something's missing.
Yeah, but I think even if I left the city, I'd have to, like, you know, eventually one day, like, the hustle and bustle is just what I'm used to, you know. Plus, when you get there,
go out to a country?
If I stay too long, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, yeah, you know, when in Rome, you know, do as the Romans do. You know, sometimes we just, you know, like, for example, my hustle and bustle skills are not necessary in the country out there in those towns in Colorado. So probably in a year, a few months, if I was out there, I'd lose it. I don't need to use it, so I'd lose it. You know what I'm saying? You don't think fast. You know
you would slow down.
That's why you adapt as a human too.
Yeah.
The environment that you really want to be in at that point.
Yeah. Or even if you don't want to be in an environment, you adapt. Usually, that's the power of humans. Humanity. Shout out to the last episode. That's the cool thing about cities is there's so many humans. And cities.
Well, what makes a city is the humans in the city.
For sure. Because the buildings are just empty, hollow. It's not a city unless it's populated.
But yeah, to the cities and like
so that means
down south.
But a lot of times the cities aren't really made to be populated. Remember, like for example, downtown, all the restaurants close at like 5, 6 in the afternoon. You know what I'm saying? At least during the week. You know what I'm saying? Your weekday. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole thing shuts down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and then cities turn into what? They turn into those cesspools. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder if it's like, or for instance in Dallas, they're building a lot of apartments, high-end apartments in downtown. Dallas, downtown is becoming like a trendy spot. So I wonder if that's going to change now, if it's going to turn more New York-y. it's gonna stay awake longer.
That's what they like to do, you know, because once you go from making it just a business area, and now you have people living there, now you're trying to do something else, Now you're trying to just
drain. You're making money now. It's making sense, making dollars.
Yeah.
Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas makes a lot of sense.
Welcome to Dallas, Northside, Texas.
But yeah, man, like the cities in Mexico, man, they're trying to, they don't have as many as we do. They're low income,
right? Barely
an income. Hey, I'll take it, bro.
Moisture. Good girl. Earlier I went outside and I had to crack the door and she didn't go outside. She still didn't.
Oh yeah, you would have gone out. You would have tasted.
I would have. Oh, he said you would have.
No, I would have.
Or what did you say? He said, I think I got to train.
Not my fault.
She does run out though sometimes.
Yeah, like a bullet.
Like faster than a bullet. Come here, beautiful girl.
We'll get you on the second one or third one.
She likes dogs. What happened?
I like animals.
So that's the episode, right, Cities?
Yeah. Oh, they're bad for animals, right?
You want to wrap it up?
Yeah.
All right. Pass him the phone real quick. The studio.
Appreciate it, man. It's the whole studio.
Pass him the whole studio. Yeah.